Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and I'm back again with another video. What a game of football, guys. What a game. What a day. What a 5 for 5. Arsenal undefeated in the league right now. Arsenal haven't lost a game. The Arsenal, guys, how fun is it to watch your team right now? How fun is it to watch Arsenal play right now? How fun is it to watch Arsenal play football today? Honestly, I am so gassed. I just want to say this. It is scintillating football that we're playing at times, and at times we're not playing the best football. But let me just show you guys the league table again. Arsenal, 5 for 5, 15 points. I'm going to bring in Colleen and Dylan in a second, but I just want to say this. Gabriel Jesus doing what he had to do, got us a goal. Gabriel Martinelli got 3 goals so far this season. Bukayo Saka missed a sitter, but he came back with the assist. I'm a little bit worried about Ødegaard's injuries, but we're going to get into that. And overall, Steven Gerrard might get sacked because of Mikel Arteta. We don't know. We'll have to find out. But I got Colleen here with us. I got Dylan here, but I'm going to go straight to Colleen. Colleen, how are you feeling? Are you gassed?
Of course. There's nothing better than seeing Arsenal again coming back and getting a win. It was even nuts that we were even in that situation. I think that we've scored enough goals recently to not be necessarily too concerned. Obviously, there's individual players that I'm sure we'll touch on, but 5 wins from 5, you can't complain. You really can't, especially when everyone else is seemingly faltering.
There you go. And I just want to show you guys one more time. That's the league table, guys. That's the league table. It's actually ridiculous. You know what, Dylan? You said we should win 5 for 5, but did you think we were actually going to do it?
I did, yeah. That's why I said 5 from 5. So it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm happy.
Are you back in Arteta now? Are you like fully behind?
Oh, well, look, we've got no choice. The guy signed a contract, so. But the thing is, the club also needs to back him now. You know, we obviously need players. You know, we can talk about it later, but that's sort of what worries me as well, and also the lack of rotation in the game as well. I feel like the subs are coming on too late.
Okay. So I'm just gonna let's get straight into it, guys. Gabriel Jesus. What do we think about him, man? Like, he's getting another goal. He's doing what he does. I honestly believe, Colleen, Gabriel Jesus, he is out for a vengeance. He is literally showing everyone what he could have done this whole time. And you want to know something? He's never lost a Premier League game when he scored.
Still, that's a crazy stuff.
Long may that continue. I mean, he's one of those players that I said that I kind of want Ødegaard to be, in terms of, I know they're completely different positions, different styles, but in terms of, even if he's not scoring, he's so influential in the way we play. He's just everywhere, home or away. And I think he's got a fire underneath him. Obviously, how it went down at City, it's not like he was bad or anything, but there was a lot of question marks. Even the Brazil manager said that he'd probably favour Richarlison as a number 9. I think the way he started off this season, everyone's now having to reevaluate and start thinking, like, 100%, how good can he be? And he's still it feels like he's not, because I think he's been here since he was 18. He's been in the UK for a while. He's still very young, and we just have to be thankful that he's with the Arsenal, baby, because this just shows you how much we've been suffering, how we were dragged to 5th, because we've been suffering. We deserve this.
What did he say? Saka wasn't good today. How did he miss that?
The open goal. The angle was.
Come on, bro. Man,
I think Tommy's bang on, bro. Saka's been horrible. I've been saying it for weeks, man. He needs to be dropped.
You want to get onto Saka now already? Okay, let's get on to it. What are we saying?
He's been horrible.
You know what? Even though he was poor, he still ended up getting an assist. Colleen, do you think like that gives him the confidence to go into the next game? Because Dylan's saying he's been poor. I hear that. He has been poor. He missed a sitter, but he ended up fixing his wrongs, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, there was good moments from Saka. I mean, I think he's definitely off form because we know what he's capable of, and that's the problem, that his ceiling is so high and how much he can do. The only flip side to it is that I'm kind of grateful about is that, okay, today it could have ended differently because he did have a lot of chances. So did the whole squad. But we don't have this over-reliance on him anymore. And now it's kind of swung the other way, that now that we don't have reliance on him, he's not really getting a goal. He's getting an assist here or there, but it's not really anything special, if I'm being honest with you. Honestly, he probably just needs a bit more competition in that spot. I think we definitely need a winger coming in.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
I know Vieira, when he was playing in the under 23s, under 21s, just before he went into the first team after his injury, he was playing a little bit more on the right. So that could be interesting to see whether that's something we play with. Let's see, but I think he can do better. He knows he can do better, but I'm not going to get onto him too early on, because again, we are still quite
I agree to an extent, but also I think, coming into maybe like Man United, if we weren't winning games, I think fans would be a lot harsher on the way Saka's playing right now, because if that chance that he misses comes today against United and we don't take it and we lose 1-0 or we draw a game, we can't afford that. But like you said, we need obviously depth and competition there against him. So
100%. Some people saying because Saka was not that bad today, Saka is running on low power mode.
Good moment, especially as he kind of drifted in from middle of the half into the forward line. But
do you think he's becoming predictable?
A little bit. It's just I just think he's still a little bit too. He's becoming predictable, but he's still too difficult to stop. It's just that he's not got his. I think recently he's probably been one of the few players who's probably been like a step behind everyone, if that makes sense. And I guess with the connection on the left, especially with Jesus and Martinelli, has been really good.
Yeah.
And the last 2 games, he has started to drift more, started to kind of be a little bit more fluid across the front three. So let's see, but there's definitely room for improvement. Definitely room.
You see, there was a comment here from my guy. Where is it? He said something about Troy Deeney and the cojones. Do you feel like this is the same old Arsenal, guys? Or do you feel like this?
No, it's completely different, man. We actually have, even when they scored that goal, I still, even last week with Fulham, when we conceded and we were down 1-0, I still knew that we could come back and win that game. I didn't have that belief 2 years ago in an Arsenal team. So, and the fact that when we're conceding now, man, we're going down the other end and practically scoring straight away. We did it again today. We did it twice against Leicester, and we did it again today. Within, 60 seconds, Martinelli goes and scores. It's crazy.
What about you, Colin? Do you feel like you're seeing a change in the guard, change of mentality?
Yeah, I mean, Ramsdale said it as well after Bournemouth. He said 2 factors were key in that, and he kind of prompted it himself, that A, what happened at the back end of last season really hurt them, and B, Zinchenko and Jesus coming in. They said their mentality was just on a different level. And I think you can preach mentality all you want, but it's very hard to get to that elite mentality if you've either not dragged yourself there, like certain players have done over the years at clubs a little bit smaller than their actual talent, or you've been there, done it, and then you're going into a squad like Arsenal. Okay, they won the FA Cup, but we're not the Arsenal where we should be. We're not where we are right now. And I think that's really given them a big lift. And there's going to be bumps in the road. As I said before, people are just waiting for us to drop points now, because we're not going to win every game. It's just a fact. We'll get a draw. We probably will get a loss, but it's about how we react to that. And if this is how we're reacting in games where we did it once last season and we've already done it twice, listen, we can be very optimistic.
Yeah, I think back in the day, today would have been a draw, potentially even that Fulham game would have been a loss. Maybe they could have gone 2-0 up, that drop of mentality is completely different now. Like the fact that I've got United people in my DMs and messaging me back home here saying, can't wait to be Arsenal's, first loss. It's like that's how much we're in everyone's head right now.
Yeah.
That is true. Everyone is lining up to try to be that.
Yeah, they're trying to take us down. Yeah.
Everyone try, and also the celebration police, everything else, everyone's just on to us because they know they see a positive light. And you want to know something? People lose money off Arsenal being good. Let's be real, because people benefit off of
it's all they clicks, man.
Us being bad and them laughing at us, trolling us. Troll accounts really don't have nothing to talk about if United and Arsenal are good. Let's be honest. They're not going to get enough interactions from just making fun of Liverpool and Chelsea. Anyways, enough about other clubs. Let's get back to the task at hand.
Were you gassing up Lokonga ago?
We're going to talk about Lokonga. Okay, let's get on to Lokonga. What did we think about Lokonga's performance? I'm going to start with you, Dylan, this time.
Look, he did what he had to do. Nothing special. I thought at the start of the game he looked a bit scared, to be honest. I felt like he wasn't pressing on the ball. at the start, probably like 10 minutes, worried me a little bit. But, you know, he seemed quite composed in certain sections, offlaying it, passing. He did what he had to do, man. I don't think it was anything special personally. But, you know, he came in and did a job. I think his performance today was better than what Elneny did against Fulham. So,
Some people are saying he's not man of the match. Xhaka was better than Lokonga.
yeah, Xhaka was fantastic today. But what I liked about Lokonga compared to Elneny is the fact that Lokonga would sometimes break the line and drive forward, where Elneny really doesn't do that. So, to me, that was a difference today as well. So, but yeah, look, he did a job. He did well for coming in. You know, the guy hasn't started in however long, 6 months or something maybe. So, you know, coming into these cup games, it's good for him to get some minutes.
Colin, what about you? What do you think about Lokonga? Just before we go on to
I mean, I don't want to knock him, but this is a very poor Aston Villa side, and that goes for the whole team as well. I mean, you can only beat what's in front of you. I thought he definitely grew into the game, and I agree with Dylan. It's the way he kind of broke the lines a little bit, or was at least attempting to. Yeah, it was nice to see. But I think the difference between him and Elneny is that Elneny's like he's just a solid kind of forgettable kind of player who'll do his kind of job, but it's more it's nothing proactive per se. It's just kind of letting the ball flow and just being there really. Whereas it's nice to see Lokonga actually trying to be proactive. And if we don't sign a midfielder, depending on how things go, listen, we might start seeing Zinchenko in midfield. We might start seeing the pairing that we saw today, depending on how our injuries go. But it's his job to give Arteta a headache. And listen, he did a decent job tonight. He might be the option come Sunday. So I'm just going to have to get behind him because we don't have any other choice, really.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying going into Sunday. We've got so many injuries.
I just need to move on to something quickly because I don't know how much longer Colleen's going to be with us. So let's try to get through some of these talking points. The next one, guys, was this a penalty or was this not a penalty? I thought in the moment when I watched it, it looked like a penalty to me. He brought him down in the box and he pulled him down, but referee said it was no penalty. Did you guys think this was a penalty?
You go, Co.
I'm very tight when it comes to things like this. Honestly, I think if it was given a penalty, I wouldn't have had a qualm. When it wasn't given one, I didn't have one. I don't really have a strong opinion of it because what I've seen in the past couple of all the games in the first few weeks of the Premier League is that clearly I don't know anything. None of us know anything. It just depends on the ref on the day. So I'm just taking a laissez-faire approach. I don't think you should be able to grab an attacker like that who has the ball. That should be a penalty, but you could argue it's a little bit soft. Then Saka could be a bit stronger. I don't have strong burning either way, to be honest with you.
Okay. What about yourself, Dylan?
Yeah, so sort of like you said, bro. When I first saw it, I thought it was like 100% penalty. Looking at the replay, I felt like Saka sort of went down a little bit too easy. But at the end of the day, back turn to goal, in the box, a guy's grabbing you and sort of pushing you down. It should be a penalty, technically. And we've seen a lot less given against us in the years. So it's a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we shouldn't rely on penalties to win games. We've got to finish our dinner elsewhere on the field.
Okay. Next, let me just stop that. How the hell did we get into halftime only 1-0 up? How? Any idea? Because I was confused. Mikel Arteta's face at one point, if you guys seen it.
16 shots or something, bro. It's crazy.
We were absolutely peppering them. Did you guys see Arteta's face when Thing missed that chance?
Oh, he was angry, yeah.
He wasn't angry. He was in shock. He was in utter shock. He was like me when I was sitting in my chair watching the game. I don't know about you, Colin. Did you see it either? Because this is it right here.
Are you talking about when Saka missed?
This was Mikel Arteta when Ødegaard missed. He was in utter shock.
Oh, the Ødegaard one, yeah.
I mean, I would be worried if we hadn't scored as many goals as we have so far. Then I'd be like, okay, this is becoming a bit of a pattern where we can only score 1 or 2 a game. So that's why and maybe because we've been winning, I'm more inclined to take an approach of maybe it was one of those days. So, but when you see people like Ødegaard, who's in a little bit of a purple patch, you probably would expect him to have the confidence to bury it. Saka is literally the opposite. He's literally not in great form right now. So peaks and troughs around it. We'll have to see how we go. But you want to look at City. I know they've got Haaland, but 6-0.
We need to finish better. That's all it is. Draw it down to our finishing. Am I wrong? Or is it?
No, you're not. That's why I've been so critical of Saka. His finishing's been so shocking this year.
Is there any point of even talking about Martinez? Because he kind of just played for us today. like
Emi Martinez. Nah, fuck
yeah.
that guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that 2 of those goals were from 2 errors from him. He deserves it.
Okay, but let's talk
so
about
much shit about us.
We conceded and then we bounced back immediately. How good is that to see that we can quickly just like get ourselves up for this and come back quick? Because I didn't expect us to score so quick. Like it was just bang, 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 and I was like, "Yo, this is amazing." Because 2 seconds ago we're tied 1-1. Everyone thinks it's going to be that night. Now Arsenal drop points. Everyone's getting ready to make fun of us, and then boom, out of nowhere, Gabriel Martinelli scores the goal. Bukayo Saka gets the assist, and just before I was about to tweet bounce back, it was like he already scored. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, again, we've done this already this season, and it's just great to see this mentality. Obviously, we don't want this to be happening too often. And Jess made a good point on the terrace that, you know, this is a lot of the goals that we have conceded, probably 90% of them have been due to our own errors.
I think every one of them.
Yeah, I think
everyone's a self-made error.
Yeah, and I know the expectation isn't for us to challenge for a title or anything like that, but listen, I want Arsenal to be the best they can be, and I'm sure Arteta does as well. These are the kind of things that are not acceptable. We've only played 5 games, and if you're saying that every goal we concede has come from a mistake, it's got to that also tweaks into that mentality. Yes, we can come round and flip it and get back into a game, but we need to have that concentration level and that killer instinct both offensively and defensively. But let's see how we go.
Okay. And then I don't even know what I put on the screen. Saka has the worst weak foot out of in our team. I don't know about that, but it's not that good. Yeah, right.
Well, he's bang on, because as an attacker, you should be both footed, and Saka can't hit a ball with his right foot.
Okay, so what do we want to talk about more? Ødegaard's injury or Ramsdale's injury? Because I'm worried about both.
I think that it looked.
I think Ramsdale's okay. Yeah.
I think because even Ødegaard, I think one of the journalists tweeted out that he had a bit of a swollen foot, but he was walking at full time going around. Hopefully, it's just one of those ones where you feel something, you're like, you know, only like a few minutes left to get me off, sort of thing. I think we'll be okay. But this is the whole point of having Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's see what you can. Listen, even though I don't want Ramsdale to, I'm not really sold on Matt Turner, but I've also not seen a lot of him. But in terms of Ødegaard, that's the point of having Vieira. That's the point of having Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can. This is where you nick a spot. This is where you show us and remind us of your talent, and to prove that you deserve to be in the starting XI. And also, it's the World Cup in literally a couple of months. Every player is going to be wanting to be playing their arse off to make the squad for their national team. So not only just for Arsenal,
his country's not in it.
Emil Smith?
Ødegaard's.
Oh, well, I mean, Ødegaard's starting anyway, but I mean Vieira and Emil Smith-Rowe, who are non-starters. This should be the fire under belly to be like, okay, there's no guaranteed starters. Listen, Emil Smith-Rowe's career at Arsenal has been like crazy in the small time, his first senior career. Like he was going from being coming out of nowhere to being a complete starter to then being like off the bench for about 30 minutes. And now we're just getting little cameo appearances, whether that's a fitness thing or maybe he's just not doing as good as Ødegaard.
I think he looked fantastic today. I thought the way he was flowing and turning today, but he was brilliant. I would start him against United on the weekend.
Yeah, we need the rotation.
He was brilliant.
We've got a lot of games.
I think Saka for a meal. That's easy done for me.
You start Emil Smith-Rowe over Saka. Wow.
100%.
Big up Iga, Colin, the brother who I don't know his name. His name's Dylan, my guy. Big up
Dumbo.
Big up Games FC. I will start Emil Smith-Rowe against United also. You see, you and Tommy are thinking alike today. Very interesting.
Tommy and I think a lot alike always.
Okay. And then I'm not going to lie. This is not going to be a long match reaction. It's very late, guys. So big up to Colleen and Dylan for coming through. What we're going to do now, I'm going to just do the player ratings. Colleen, if you want to go, you can go. Big up to you for coming on. Really do appreciate it.
I thought it was going to be an hour. I was about to say I won't make it an hour, but we can.
Just stick around for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, so let's do the player ratings. Because I'm not gonna lie, we jumped through all the talking points so quickly. I don't think there's anything
Dude,
else.
okay, first of all, talk just quickly. The whole Ramsdale situation with their goal is that an impeachment to you? To me, it is. I don't know how it's not given.
Oh, you thought Villa's goal was shouldn't have been given?
I've seen, bro. If you're telling me that a defender standing in front of you classifies as impeachment, but the guy holding you back doesn't, how did it? I can't make sense of that. I can't make sense of it.
Yeah, you're right. How the hell?
Because like goals are disallowed when like we got goals disallowed last year. I remember, or 2 years ago, Chambers, because a defender was standing 5 meters in front of a keeper. So how is that an impeachment blocking the vision when a guy is literally holding you back and wrapping his arm around you, and it's a nothing? Like Ramsdale's trying to jump out. Yes, he probably should be a bit stronger and push him out of the way, but it's impeachment. He can't see the ball. Even in the VAR replay, you can't even see Ramsdale in the replay.
Right.
I don't know. To me, that was just a shocking decision. I'm glad that we bounced back from it, but on another day, that'll cost us from another shocking
I
decision.
don't understand how this is not a foul. You're right, but
I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense.
At the same time, we've had issues like the Leicester game where Xhaka's goal was ruled offside also for a situation. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't
Like
get
his arms are around him. He's in front of him,
You
blocking
know what?
all.
Colleen said it herself.
Yes.
We don't get these rules because they change them forever. They're forever changing. One day, what's a goal isn't a goal the next day.
If you want to be like hypercritical, because I agree, I feel like if there's anyone else on within the penalty area, it's given as a foul. But when I watch it back, okay, if they're saying that, let's just say it's not a foul, doing what he does is not a foul, then Ramsdale clearly wasn't strong enough. But I think Tomiyasu drifted in front, and I think he expects Ramsdale to get it because he kind of jumps and then doesn't really go for it. So maybe it was a communication thing there, but I think it was super harsh. But I think this is not the first time. I kind of feel like we could have been a little bit stronger, considering last season we didn't concede a goal like at all from or maybe one from a set play. So
let's ask the chat. Chat, let me know. Do you think this was a goal or no goal? I personally thought they were going to overturn this. I was literally praying VAR would help us overturn.
Same, bro.
I'm like, VAR, please.
You know what? I don't understand. They took like not even 20 seconds in VAR to do this. But last week when we scored a goal for a winner against Fulham, those bastards took 5 minutes to try find a handball. But in this, it takes 10 seconds to realize it's just nothing. Like, I don't know, bro.
You know what? I just want to shout out Score Guy. We love Score Guy. You want to know why we love Score Guy? He takes things personal when people make fun of Arsenal. Man made a Richard Gere sign to the Emirates. Love this guy.
Oh, I love that, bro.
These guys are legends.
Not to drift from Arsenal, but did anyone see the Liverpool celebration?
You see Klopp fist pumping into the crowd. Like,
I have no problem with celebrations, but I don't understand where this celebration police has come from. Keep the same energy across everyone then.
Because people aren't used to us winning. It's been 20 years since we've been good. They're scared. They forgot how good Arsenal were.
Big up to the people who always submit the super chats. Really do appreciate everybody's comments. But of course, super chats help the channel grow. And also hit the like button, guys. It really does help the channel grow. No Partey and Ødegaard next game at Old Trafford. We're going to struggle, guys. That is true. That is true. But do we really want to get on to the next game already? We already have to worry about the transfer window. We already have to
transfer window to me is the biggest thing. Like, worry about United on the weekend, but we got 24 hours to bring in a midfielder and a winger. We got to do it.
There you go. Dylan, people asking for your channel. Do you want to send that over to me so I can put in the description so people can
sure.
It's up to you too. Also, let's just get into the player ratings because we're gonna wrap this one up quick today. Player ratings. What do we think about the players today? Like when it comes to Ramsdale, what are we giving Ramsdale out of 10?
I think, me personally, I guess he didn't have much to do until the second half. I think potentially, if you want to be critical on the Villa goal, I think he could be stronger. I'm not fully convinced with Ramsdale. I do like him, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say this. I think Ramsdale got fouled in leading up to that goal, and he didn't do
Other
anything.
than that, he had nothing to do the whole
He didn't
game.
do anything the whole game. 7 out of 10. No question about it.
Oh, I think 7's a bit high, but
Seven-
six, I'd go like a 6. You know, for that
Okay.
goal.
Okay, how about this? 6.5.
Sure.
Well, why
Khalid
not?
said 6.5 as well. Yeah.
Okay, so we came around full circle to Colleen's score in the first place. Ben White. What about Ben White?
I thought he played great.
What about Ben White, people? 6.5 for
7.
Ram.
7
Ben
for 7 for White.
Ben White.
Yeah.
I think Ben White was solid. I think Ben White
I thought he was great. Yeah.
I
thought
thought
he was
Ben
great.
White was outstanding until Tomiyasu came on and he somehow got injured or something. I felt like, you know what? I think all 3 of our center backs get not 3 center backs, but you know what I mean. Ben White, Liba, and Gabriel Magalhaes. I think they all get between 7 to 8. Whatever score you want to give them. I believe they were all solid.
I'd say give them all 7s. 7s
think-
across the board, yeah.
It was solid, but didn't have much to do, to be fair.
And I would say Tierney's a 6.
6
Yeah,
for Tierney? Why is that?
Because I thought his crossing was poor today.
Okay, people in the chat, let me know what you give the back line. What's your scores for the back line? Because so we're giving all the 3 center backs a 7. Why are
I
we
think it's
giving
very fair, yeah.
Why are we giving Tierney a little bit less?
I mean,
If you had to pick a weak link, I don't know.
Yeah, same. He's still coming back, and obviously we have to accept he's a different type of left back when
6.5.
But
He's probably still not match fit. He got rushed in because of Zinchenko's injury as well. We have to think about that.
So is it a 6 or what are we saying?
I just don't think he was at the standard of the other 3 today. If I was going to compare White to Tierney, I think White had the better game for me.
Okay, people, let me know what your score lines are for Kieran Tierney. I'm saying I'm gonna go for 6.5. I thought he wasn't as sharp as he was on Sunday, personally.
have the 6.5.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as he's less than the others, yeah.
Wow, someone gave him a 4. That is terrible.
Nah.
It wasn't a 4.
Who said 4? Tommy. This man has an agenda.
Guys, we got 30 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. And everything else. Yeah, Dylan, link to
Tommy
Dylan's
cracks
channel.
me up, man.
Link to Dylan's channel is in the chat right there, and you can also find him on TikTok. There you go. But okay, so what we've done is we've gone 7.5 for Ramsdale, 7 for Ben White, 7 for Saliba, 7 for Gabriel. By the way, I just want to mention, out of the 3 center backs, Gabriel's statistics are ridiculous. Man has like 4 clearances. Man has dealt with like bare headers.
Bro, he nearly scored 2 goals. In that first like 5 minutes.
Bro, man won like 15 duels. It was mad. Anyways, I'm over exaggerating, obviously, but I'm gonna give Tierney a 6. Lokonga, I'm gonna just say this: he gets a 7.5 or 8. I think his first half performance alone was stupendous. Second half, he maybe went a little bit dipped, but overall, he won every challenge. His passing range was out on point. He was playing teammates in. He was available for every ball. He didn't look like he was hiding or he was a passenger at all. I think he deserves a 7.5. And if you even want to raise it to an 8, I'll be willing to do that. I think he's one of the man of the match candidates.
I hear you. I mean, I think I'm kind of harsh with my ratings. I think I would say 7.5, but I do rate that he's kind of come in.
I'd say 7.
He's not really had a game of football, to be fair. Did his job.
Yeah, for the first game, he's only had like 2 minutes, 3 minutes here and there, but like I said, did his job. No, he's not a 5. He's not a 5. No.
Skills, come on. 6?
Yeah.
I hear 6. I get why people would say 6. But
I think like I said, like at the start of the thing, I said like he did his job. He came in, nothing special, broke the line a few times, controlled the play, passing was good, 1-2s. So 6, 7, I'm fine with,
Okay, I'll meet you guys halfway. 7. Well, who is better, Xhaka or Lokonga? Who is better?
Xhaka
was
better
great today. Yeah. He was really good.
Xhaka was great, yeah.
But what are you guys giving Xhaka? Breathing that sigh, you don't want to give him a good rating.
I got nothing against good rating. I just don't know if like anyone
I don't
know, like a 7.5, 8.
That's like literally what I was thinking. 7.5, 8. He was really good. So good.
Okay, so we're gonna give one of them a 7, a 0.5 or an 8, and the other one's going to get a 6 or 6.5. I'm so confused. I thought Lokonga was just as good or even better.
No. I think Xhaka was just way better today. He even came back a few times, saved our asses with a few tackles in that first half as well. Dropped back.
Okay, so we're going to give Xhaka a 7.5, and we're giving Lokonga a 6.5.
7.5 or an 8. You can give Xhaka an 8, and it wouldn't bother me. I think he did well today.
I think you need to save the 8s for like Martinelli.
Martinelli 8.5 then.
Okay, so 7.5 for Lokonga or 7?
7 for Lokonga.
7 for Lokonga, and 7.5 for Xhaka, or 8.
Sure.
Okay, 7.5. Boom. Okay, so Ødegaard. I thought Ødegaard was good until he got injured. I would give him just under Lokonga, so 6.5 or 7. What do you think, Colleen?
I thought he was decent enough. I think he has to do better in front of goal, but I'm also thinking, he's just had 2 great games for us. So to be fair, I'm not precious over either. I think could we won? I'll be generous and say a 7.
7. People saying man of the match for Ødegaard, giving him an 8 or a 9. 7s.
Man of the match, but he was really good.
Yeah, I'd say Ødegaard probably like 6.5, 7. Yeah.
You know what? Let's see what the poll's saying right now, because I haven't checked it in a while. What's the poll up to? What's the poll saying? Who's man of the match right now? Gabriel Martinelli is
I got Martinelli,
with 42%. Jesus is 31%. Lokonga only has 6%, and other has 21%. So wow, a lot of people thinking that there's other man of the match candidates outside of Gabriel Jesus or Gabriel.
But that's a good thing, if people are going in and arguing who's man of the match, that means that multiple people stood up in the game. That's what you want. So
100%.
Yeah.
Almost done, guys. Now, Bukayo Saka. What are we giving Saka? Because
5.
It was a bad day at the office for Saka.
He had good moments, to be fair. He had like a few good moments, but 5.
Even though he got an assist and stuff, still a 5, man. He's missing an open goal. There's a few chances there where he could take it or lay it off, and
we know his level. Basically, we all know his level.
But that's why we all hold him to a high standard. Yeah.
So that's all.
So we're gonna give him a 5. I just feel
5,
I feel like he should have scored in the first half. And then he popped up with an assist. He's still a very valuable piece to the game. Very, very important. He helped contribute to the winner. 5 is something so average. Like, guys, if we're giving him
to me that was average as hell.
If Marquinhos had the same performance Saka had, he would have got a 7.
But you don't know that. You haven't seen Marquinhos play. You're just making an assumption.
My point is, we haven't seen Marquinhos play. If he would have,
but you got to understand, bro. We've spent like 2 years, 3 years holding Saka to a standard where we know he was a consistent 7, 8 per game. If you aren't up to that standard, you're dropping your level, so you're average.
Okay.
So that's just it. Saka, we hold to a high regard.
5 it is. Man of the match, Gabriel Martinelli, the most energy on the pitch. Let me just before we continue, people in the chat saying 4, 4, 6 for Saka. People saying 6, 5. People saying we're harsh and we should give a 6. What do you guys think? 6 is fair, or you know what? I already gave him a 5, so we're gonna just keep it moving.
Is what it is, yeah.
8.5 for Martinelli.
Yeah,
same for me. Yeah.
8.5. Okay. The energy, the enthusiasm, the defensive output, and the offensive output, with the fact that he needs to release the ball a little bit quicker in the first half.
Bro, can you imagine if that shot went in that Martinez saved, bro, on that volley?
Yeah.
That was wild, bro. I was out of my seat.
What about the time that he was at the halfway line? All he had to do was pass to Saka, and he was through for a 1-on-1 all the way to goal. But he held on to it a little bit too long.
We're almost there with Martinelli. He just needs to his decision making sometimes. Just needs to learn when to release.
You got to remember, it's that Brazilian. Like Sanchez was the same as well. Sometimes they hold on to it a little bit too much. Yeah, it'll come.
People saying Martinelli is an 8. I agree. 8 or 8.5. I don't mind.
I think 8.5 for man of the match and a goal. So
yeah, big up to.
And you know that finish was very hard to take as well. So he did excellent to take that finish. Yeah.
Yeah, and then finally we're just gonna. Who's joined us? Oh wow, we have a surprise guest. Sonny, what's going on?
Bro, sorry, I'm so out of practice. I forgot that slide in.
Guys, if you don't know Sonny's a legend. Used to be on AFTV. I first started YouTube by jumping on his channel, actually. So big up to Sonny.
I'm
And
guilty.
Dylan, this is Dylan. This is Colleen. Big up
Sonny.
to everyone in the
Nice to
chat.
meet you, bro.
If you guys don't recognize Sonny, but Sonny, we're just finishing up the player ratings. Then we can get into talking more about the game. Gabriel Jesus up next. Player rating for Gabriel Jesus. I say 7 or 7.5. What do you guys say? Is that harsh? 7? He got a goal, so maybe 8, but I'm saying 7.5 just to balance it out.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's just one of those players that even when I know he did score, but even if he doesn't score, he's just so infectious and is there throughout the game in a good way that you can't help but think he's influential. And I think he just did Jesus things. He just did Jesus things today.
I love the link up with him and Martinelli. It's so
Yeah.
exciting to watch.
Yes. Oh my God.
There you go. What about you? What about you, Sonny? What do you think about Jesus?
You know what, Colin couldn't have said it better. I'll reiterate everything she just said. She got it bang on.
There you go. There you go. Big up to everyone. Now we're gonna do the bench. Was there anybody to actually rate? Because Tomiyasu came on for a little bit.
Eddie's cameo.
You know, I think every one of the subs that came on did great. I think Tomiyasu did great. Holding did great. Cleared the ball, what he needed to do. I think Eddie's hold-up play when he went forward and he was that lone striker, the way that he held the ball up and brought everyone back into play for us, I thought it was sublime. So
I say
big up to Eddie, man. Big up to Eddie.
Give all of them 6s and then just keep it moving, right?
I'll give Eddie a 9, to be honest with you.
I think Eddie was great.
For what he did, dude, he was brilliant when he came on, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him a 7. Because you can't give a player who played like only 10 minutes a 7. And if you're gonna give him a 7, we have to give Tomiyasu a 7 also. Because I thought Tomiyasu was just as solid. He also helped lead to the goal.
Sure. I'm not gonna gripe too much.
I'm not gonna complain, man. We won. I'm all for it.
Okay, so there you go. So just to let you know, we gave Rob Holding a 6, we gave Eddie and Ketia a 7, Smith Rowe a 6, Tomiyasu a 7, Jesus 7.5, Martinelli 8.5, Saka a 5. We gave Ødegaard. What did we give Ødegaard? 7?
7, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
7. Okay. Xhaka 7.5, Lokonga 7, Tierney 6, Gabriel Magalhaes 7, Saliba 7, Ben White 7, and 6.5 for Ramsdale. Now, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Now, Colleen, of course, thank you for.
I'm gonna tap out and tap in, Sonny. It was great to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And roll on tomorrow, firstly, before even Sunday. But
You know what, Colin?
Yeah.
Don't apologise on serious. We're title challengers, and don't let anyone underestimate that.
No. I'm all here for it. Listen, I've reserved my spot in Islington for the parade. I'm already
You know
there.
that. You know that.
But thank you for having me on a gal. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Take care.
No worries. You have a good one. Big up. Sonny's back in the house. Thank you, Colleen, for joining us. Dylan, have you ever spoken to Sonny before? Have you been on the channel with him before?
No, with Sonny, no.
This is a legend right here, man. But Sonny, talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Hey, Gareth, remember this guy?
Oh yeah, your little dog. He's a big old. He's old now. What the hell?
Yeah.
Anyways, chat to me, man. The chat miss you, man. Talk to me. Oh, he broke his phone. Oh, he broke his phone. Good old Sonny broke his phone again.
And my dog going for my tea.
Anyways, chat to me, bro. What you saying? How you feeling?
Bro, you know what? I reckon 5 wins out of 5. You know, when Tottenham went 3 games unbeaten last season, when they won the first 3 games, they scraped them 1-0, and everyone was talking about their title challenges. So I think it's very disrespectful, very naive, and very bad football opinion. If we're top of the league and we won 5 games in a row, that we can't be expected to make the title challenges as well. Everyone's saying that if Jesus gets injured, Partey gets injured, you know, what if Haaland gets injured?
Exactly. Yeah. Even though that Alvarez came on and scored 2 today, but it's the same thing. Alvarez and Eddie.
You know what? A lot of people don't think about it that way. People view Arsenal as you know when you have when you have those people juggling at a circus and you think they're gonna fall at any moment. That's what they feel like. They feel like Arsenal are right now. They're juggling with time, and this just is absurd. Look at this. When was the last time you remember Arsenal at the top of the table after 5 weeks? I think it was the Leicester season. Am I wrong?
No.
Man, I wish the season finished next week.
I do too, man. I honestly do too. But at this moment in time, I'm not even thinking about the title. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking.
No, I mean, you know, we can't really be thinking about title at this stage. But to say we're not title challengers, I think it's very disrespectful to Arsenal.
I think so as well. I've been saying we're title challengers as well. I've been saying the same thing.
You think no, but the thing is, to say you're title challengers, people are gonna hold that to you.
Let them clip it.
But you should hold it to you because we're an elite club, and we should be challenging for titles. It's simple.
We're not going to play Man City every week. We're not going to play Liverpool every week. You know, as long as we go to their grounds, pick up a point. At Emirates, we're strong anyway. You know, why can't it happen?
You got to think that the way this season started, you look at all the other teams, the way they're dropping points. Like obviously Liverpool nearly dropped more points again this morning. You know, Tottenham dropped points twice. Like I think we're getting very disrespected by the level of opponent. Yet, you know, like Palace were up 2-0 against City. Like people just are disregarding what Arsenal are doing. Yes, today might have been obviously like a 2-1. They don't look at it like that, but we dominated the whole game. I don't remember Villa having a chance other than the corner there. That's it.
Look, in the Premier League, you know, there's no easy games in the Premier League. You know, one team might get smashed one week, but they'll bounce back the next week and they'll beat someone surprisingly. Or,
look at Brentford United.
So, you know, why can't it happen? At the end of the day, I mean, Arsenal squad at the moment, we're looking a bit thin, middle of midfield. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen Vieira yet. Lokonga had a very solid game today. For me, probably you lot won't agree, but for me, Granit Xhaka was man of the match.
He was definitely up there, bro. Yeah, I thought he played great today.
Asman, man, you're dissing. Wallah, you're dissing. People just want to say hi to Sonny. They don't even want to comment.
You know what? I've missed everyone. You know what? I've missed this YouTube shit.
Yeah. Yo, you remember Natish? Big up Natish.
Man. Yeah, of course. You know what? I'll say something. When YouTube works for the community and it works well, you can make a lot of good friends through YouTube. Yeah, it's just a shame for me. He got a bit spoilt at the end, but I'm happy to be your wingman today. So I asked to win. Long may it continue.
There you go. We got Tommy on. Let's see what Tommy has to say today, guys. And
here we go.
All right, cool. You right, guys?
Last time you got kicked off the channel for a super chat. My apologies, bro. But what are you saying?
Fair play to Arteta. I'm giving him praise since every week you're getting on me. Because I said to you, look, I don't rate this manager. I never will, but I'm giving him praise. We got Super Mick Arteta. He knows what we want, man. Kieran in the back, Gabby in attack. Arsenal on the way in the Champions League. You happy now? I'm praising him. But yeah, that's not. But like I said, title challenge. Like I said, the North London derby will tell me if we're serious about the title. The North London derby, that game tells me if we're serious about the title.
I think United game's a huge one, man. We've got to take game by game. I'm not worried about Spurs just yet, man.
Man United, yeah. I reckon that Old Trafford's not that good, so I'll take a point in it. No matter how shit they've been, yeah, I'll take a point.
Guys, Tommy's Arteta in.
Listen, the
not yet. If he gets me top 4 or wins the Europa League, I'll apologize to him. I might change my mind to Arteta, and if he gets me what I want, he has to get me Europa League and win and get me top 4. I'm not.
There's still a lot left. Yeah, there's still a lot left.
Bro, you literally sang Super Mick Arteta.
Yeah, I had to sing it like to shut people up who have been on my back. So I had to sing it to shut people up in there because I'm still not convinced on this manager, but he's done okay, man. I can't like.
Tommy, at the end of the day,
he
took over halfway through the season. The next season was COVID. Now
I'm not Arteta in that skills.
He's actually showing what he can do.
You know what, Tommy?
Yeah,
Tommy's very.
I'm happy he's doing all right, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Listen, let's enjoy it while it lasts, my bro.
Tommy,
just enjoy it.
Let's enjoy it. Like, hopefully, we can get something against Man United, a draw or a win, innit? So against this Man United team, I reckon that Old Trafford's not good.
Did you go to the Emirates recently?
I've never been I'm 27. I've never been my whole life because it's expensive. I'm trying to go with my sister, but it's just too expensive, bro. But I'm gonna try and go to the I'm gonna try and go to when we play Everton at home. I'm gonna try and go to that game with my sister.
Yeah, I have to say, for the first time
Yeah, I'm gonna
under
try-
Emery, I didn't want to go football no more. But now I actually miss going to Arsenal.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to a game?
Under Emery. I've never been under Arteta either.
Wow.
Yeah, I was so pissed off with it. I was just so disgruntled with football. I stopped going altogether. But obviously, I've given up my season ticket now, and I'm not going to pay £90 for a game. So, but I really miss not going.
How do you get your season ticket back?
You can't. It's just a wait list.
You can't.
You get probably like in 30 years, maybe even. Doubt
I'll
it.
be 82 then.
Anyways, big up to.
We're playing well. Like Saka, like he should have scored that goal because my dad got irritated. We both got irritated at Saka. I'm thinking, how did he miss that?
No,
I love him, but I think he needs to rest. I start seeing throw against Man United on Sunday.
We might have a choice. I mean, it looks like looks like Ødegaard's going to be out by the looks of it, unless that was magic ice they put on his ankle.
Yeah.
But look, I don't mind it. That's why we bought Vieira. So
I think we're going to play a weakened team against Man United. So yeah,
I don't think we have a choice, bro. Unless we bring in 2 signings.
1 second, guys. Let's hear from M. M, what you saying?
A goal would be good.
Yeah, you guys
good
can
at
hear me,
Old Trafford.
M, what's good? M, you good? Mushin, you there? Hello?
Right, Em, how
Can you
are
guys hear me?
Talk to me,
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm just gonna mute everyone. Oh, he's jumped out. Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened to his thing. But yo, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. Honestly, this has been a short little match reaction. I don't think there's too much negatives to talk about. But yo, Sonny, I think your mic is moving mad. I'm just gonna mute you for a second. Honestly, thank you for jumping on, Sonny. Thank you for jumping on, Tommy. Thank you for jumping on, Dylan. Big up, Colleen. Big up, M, for trying to jump on. Big up everyone in the chat. Sorry I couldn't get to everyone in the chat. Sonny, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I just want to say, since you started your own channel, I really enjoyed what you've been doing. Big up to you. Congratulations to your success. It couldn't have happened to a better person and well deserved.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. And big up to every single one of you guys in the chat. Let me just go through some of the people in the chat. Of course, big up to Zamir for the super chat. Big up to Khalid, Black Jacket, Games FC. Why not? You recognize why not? Khalid, of course. Ethan in the house. Ozzy in the house. Black Jacket. Tommy, of course. Big up Tommy every time. Also audition. Osman over here, Mustafa, he's a United fan. Kaz in the house. Couldn't even start. Fred against United, Arsenal. Need Xhaka playing, no parte. What else is there? He's saying, Kaz just loves getting onto us. And then
Just a quick message to that army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 wins in a row now.
There you go. 5 wins in a row. No question about it. It's a good vibe, good time. And I just wanted to go to Osman. Where's Osman at? Osman's always getting on to me for not reading comments. Shit, I can't even find it now. But yo, Nico's in the house. Big up Nico also. Big up everyone in the chat. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. And I'm out of here, people. Peace.
Plus.
Have a good night. Hopefully we continue to win. Bless.